I never felt like it was mine.
And continues as zygote is passing to the inner ear. These masses from the second pharyngeal.
I used to not be a very musical person. When I first went to like undergrad, all I used to listen to was Bollywood, and not even like good Bollywood. Like, it was not the kind of Bollywood that makes you appreciate music. It's basically just pop. Then I came to undergrad, and I had the opportunity to be with or around people that had come from so many different places and had essentially a better developed taste. I've never entirely judged myself on the basis of that. Even though my music taste or the way that I saw the world was different, it was not like it was bad essentially. It was just not very expansive in nature. I like to joke about the thing that I was not very cultured before I came to college. I joke about that now, but at a certain point I think someone told me that I'm not very cultured, and I think I took offense of some sort. Not that I'm a person who would let that affect me, because every time someone says something or like critiques you in a way, I mean, you could take it both ways, right? You could take it in a way where you're like, this is the like they're so mean. Usually people don't have such ill intents towards you. Nobody thinks about you as much as you do. So no, they're not doing it to trigger you essentially. But when someone does critique you in a way that hurts you or is like slightly offensive, you could take it the other way around as well. Like, you could analyze, you could have a look at your life, and you could possibly think about whether there's a actual possibility that there's something that you lack in your life. And whenever there's something that's lacking, there's always an opportunity to fill that lack or replace that lack with sort of an abundance. So when I was told that I was very uncultured, I looked at my life and I thought, I do listen to only one kind of music and I am kind of bored of it. I've always been very open-minded, very open towards other people's music taste, towards all art forms ever. I love art, I love music, I love movies, everything of that sort. So when they did tell me that, I took a good look at the kind of music or the kind of art that I was consuming at that point, and I thought to myself, yeah, maybe they're right. So I let them guide me essentially, and I got to a point where initially I didn't really understand any of what was going on, and I was like, oh my god, you listen to this and you call it, and you enjoy it so much, like why? Like, I really, at that point I couldn't, at that point I will be honest, I really couldn't understand it, but I was still open to it. And then I heard a lot of things a lot of times, and you know how everything is a how most things in life are a developed taste. Like, some music is just great from the get-go, but some music takes time for you to appreciate. When it comes to music, for me, earlier it used to be about the lyrics, the poetic part of it, what like the artist is trying to say, or the kind of phase of their life that they were like. The context of the music was more important to me, and that has been the case for the last, I think, 5-6 years. But what I've noticed quite recently is that the context of the music has essentially started to not matter as much to me. How the artist produced the music, or how they started the music, or how or what they were feeling, or what they were going through, their emotions, definitely all of those things are still very important when I listen to music. But regardless of all of those facts, even if someone makes a piece of art that does not have a lot of emotion behind it, or a story behind it, I have learned to still appreciate music for what it is. I think that has been a journey for sure. It just makes me excited to think about all of the other things that are still ahead of me, like things that I haven't discovered, and things that I still get to experience. Obviously you wish that you could experience those things for the first. I have a comb in my hand, by the way. So you wish that you could experience those artists for the first time again, but you can't. But the joy of listening to new music, or the joy just having or being able to experience all of that again, is also very, very special. I was just like, I was asking ChatGPT if they could make me like a year-long exploration guide of sorts. I listen to the same kind of music for a very long time, okay? Initially, I thought I used to listen to that music because other people used to listen to the music. I would not put it on, but I would just, bear with it. Then I started listening to the music because I understood a little bit of it. Then I started thinking it was cool to listen to that sort of music, so I started listening to it. Then, um, then I threw all of that away and I thought, bullshit. That it this cannot be that good, and I stopped listening for a bit. Then I came back to it again. I found elements that I enjoyed this time, and I finally like understood, rediscovering something or rediscovering myself, and I started to like it again. And I did that for a bit, and now essentially, like for the longest time of me, dealing with the same sort of music, I never felt like it was mine. Like still the classical music or the ghazals or the Bollywood music or the pop non-pop genres, all of that felt like my music taste. Okay, but all of this that I'm listening to right now didn't feel like my personal music taste, and I felt almost alienated. Like I was almost like I felt performative in a way. And now, finally, I think in the last 6 months, it has started to feel like my music. It has started to feel like me. It has started to feel like it belongs with me. And it started to feel like I belong with it. Like it has begun to feel very, very personal. That's a change that I did not expect at this point, but I'm really appreciative of it because I'm really enjoying all the music and the context and everything. And it doesn't feel borrowed anymore. It doesn't feel like a performance anymore. I don't know if I feel like that because I've put in so much time and effort into it, or like it's just how like natural progression. It's just a different feeling, and it's a feeling that I do not want to let go essentially anytime soon. And I wanted to share that with you. Obviously, life is changing and everything, and there's gonna be a time when I'm not gonna feel the same way about this music, and why am I gonna cry? But there's gonna be a time where I won't essentially feel the same way about this music. I might feel the same way about some other thing in life, but right now, wherever I am, I want to really enjoy it. So, ChatGPT has really come to my rescue, and they've given me a whole like I've made him, her, ChatGPT. Don't know the gender. I'm gonna let them like create a listening plan, create a guide to what all of this music, sort of like the history of it, the context behind it, the pure listening experience, and how do sounds I don't think I'm a person who's like gifted musically. I'm just very open to all sorts of music, except pop for some reason now. I'm really sorry to say, but every time someone sends me something pop, like I was talking to this person a few, not that I shouldn't make that face. I was talking to someone like a few weeks ago, and we were sharing music, and they sent me something pop. Not to shit on pop, pop is amazing, but again, I'm not there. I don't want to say I'm beyond that or I'm past that or I'm better than that. No, definitely not. But I'm just not there, so I don't enjoy it. I feel so stupid when I say this, but when you're going through a similar thing in life, your music taste is going to merge. That's why, as a person, I'm really attracted to people who have the same kind of music taste as me. Because first of all, you have something in common. That's always a good thing. Okay, and then you can create a shared hobby around it, as in like you can listen to music together, you can go to concerts, you can play music together, you just watch random concert videos on YouTube. But also the fact that they might be feeling the same things that you are feeling, or that they may see an artist in the same way that you do. I think that's beautiful, and I think that's love. So that is what this rant is about, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I felt like this is important. Oh, one more thing. Earlier, when I used to feel these things, I would, like, if I wanted to tell something like this to a person, I would run back to the same 2-3 people that I have that listen to the same kind of music. And essentially, when someone does listen to the same kind of music to me, not only am I attracted to them, but I am also sort of in love with them. That's not a good thing. I cannot depend on people to validate my taste, and they shouldn't have to. That's a burden on anyone that's involved. It is not very common for me to find people that have the same sort of music taste, or that listen to the same kind of artists that I do, even though I'm very basic. It's not that deep. But now, instead of sharing it with people, I can always come and tell you guys and document it, essentially, which has the same purpose. I'm telling someone it's, and I'm getting validated by it. Now that I have this channel, I can always come tell you guys, and if you guys want to validate me, I'm completely okay with it, because you're essentially me, unless other people watch this. But yeah, so that's great, because every time that I would like actually tell someone, they'd somehow become a part of my journey. If someone's watching these videos and they think this is the kind of music that people listen to when they're 19, you're not too old for it. There's no age limit to any of this. I can always listen to more music, and I can always listen to or do things that I want to do without other people telling me that I'm too old or too young for something. And yeah. I'm giving you few names and this side.
So, Anushka, explain what you're doing.
So we need a name for anchoring, and now we are asking ChatGPT.
Yes, because nobody wants to do it, and
It's kind of cheat picking.
yeah, and
But
bakra.
better.
Basically, we have to find a bakra.
I'm making a.
What are you writing?
And
Just
I want a name for anchoring. I'm giving you few names and decide who should.
okay. ChatGPT will decide.
And मैं record कर रही हूँ just so to
Just
give
so
them-
that
give Ayushi and Diya the proof
the proof that that it's
that we are not biased.
yeah, that is a complete and fair process.
And Charu, Diya.
Roll number wise you write, okay?
Riya, Shubhangi. Just pick one name.
ये रिया और शुभांगी अलग अलग कर. These guys. These bitch.
Okay, thanks for the.
Okay, time.
Already.
Huh? I picked Diya. Okay, now we can't do anything. Yay. Okay, inform Diya. Okay, she has to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have decided. Perfect way to decide,
Diya.
guys.
Hello Diya.
Work in progress. सर पार्टी कर रहे हैं. So cute.
माहौल बना रहे हैं सर.